Oh hi, I haven't done a video for a while. I thought I'd do one this evening. We're at the Moorings in Exeter. It's the 19th of April, Saturday, Easter weekend. I noticed this, someone notified me this the other day, that on their website, on their main website and their Facebook page, etc., that they've cut their hours in Exeter. I believe the Torquay ones have not been changed, but they have in Exeter. They've now closed at 9:30. Bear in mind, they've reduced their hours a while back from, I think it was 11, down to 10:30. Now they've cut it for a period of time to 9:30. They contradict themselves. You know, 1 minute they're saying this and meaning something completely different. It's they're stating that oh, we've reduced our opening hours to 9:30 for a period of time. I think this is something like 4 weeks, a month, and it's under constant review. Well, as you can see, there's nobody here at 10 o'clock. Well, no, because they close at 9:30. This place is just a waste of time. You know, honestly, what do they provide? They've already told me they're not clinically trained. Okay, let's get some facts on the table. They're not clinically trained. They can't get involved with your medication or anything like that. They may possibly inform Devon Partnership Trust, which is here, that you've attended. They don't notify your GP. I seem to remember I was told that they don't have to. They're not obligated to notify anybody of your attendance. So it's a bit of a dead end, really, isn't it? I'm actually banned from here. I'm not allowed to attend at the moment. Well, the reason for that is I may have said a few harsh words, but it's justified on facts. So they simply go to default. You know, if you come here and you're a nuisance, they'll ban you. They'll tell you you're banned, treat you like a child in a classroom. If you get a bit sort of hot-headed, they'll ring the police. You know, that's the way it runs here. But you know, reducing the hours, they're doing it for a period of up to 4 weeks, a month or so, and it's constantly being reviewed. Yet on their page, contradiction, they will go, it goes along the lines loosely of, oh well, we've cut our hours for a period of time, this will be actively reviewed, but for the foreseeable future it's down to 9:30. But then within the wording, it states that, you know, they're trying to improve their service, they want to make it available for people. Yet the contradiction is they're doing completely the opposite. They're closed at 9:30 instead of 10:30. Yet they will say, oh well, you know, we need to keep it functioning and provide a service to you if you're in mental health crisis. That's a contradiction, isn't it? You know, they're saying, oh, we want to be here for you, and we're trying and striving to improve our service, yet they cut their hours. This is for loosely a month period, and then they're going to review it. The reason why, at the moment, I don't know why. They're not going to tell me, that's for sure, and I don't mind. But the fact is, they've cut their hours. I'm guessing this is probably to do with Devon Partnership Trust, the big building here. It's probably involving staffing issues, resources. You know, how can you not get enough resources from Devon Partnership Trust? It's the headquarters for Devon. It's probably the biggest place this side of Bristol. Surely this lot can communicate with this lot to get the resources to run this. It's always been the same. It doesn't provide a lot of help. So by cutting it early, you come here in crisis and you're not aware of what I'm aware of, you've got nowhere else to go. So if you're in a real mental health crisis, you've got to submit yourself to A&E. Well, it's a bank holiday weekend, so Easter weekend, so that's going to be chaos. These lot, there's still staff in the car park. I counted at least 20 cars in the main car park. So there are people doing something. I don't know what. And this place is closed. So you're in crisis. You haven't got a lot of choice. So if you're in real mental health crisis, you'll probably have to admit yourself to A&E. If you're wandering around in a mental state, you'll get picked up by the police. They can't do nothing with you. They'll take you to A&E. What I'm saying is there's no middle ground. I've discussed this with other professionals, which are nothing to do with here, and discussed that, you know, Exeter needs some kind of night cafe, drop-in centre, which would run from, say, when these clowns close at 10:30, when they are open at 10:30, you have somewhere else to go other than A&E. Walk the streets in a mental crisis, put yourself and others at risk, and invariably you get picked up by the police. Exeter is crying out for that middle ground, which is, you know, after this lot close, because they've had a busy day, not. You know, I've never seen it busy here. Never. You get a few people now and again. But, you know, a lot of people suffer late at night, you know. So we're say when they're open, they close at 10:30. So after them, when they're closed, it's a long night if you're in crisis. There's very little, next to no options at all. So a night shelter, somewhere where you could drop in, say, midnight, 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, would take a huge amount away from the problems of going to A&E. It would be a lesser strain on resources at A&E. It would be easier for the police because people would have somewhere to go, and that just doesn't exist at this moment. I mean, it is my wish. I'd like to see some kind of drop-in cafe, mental health crisis cafe, where you could attend 2 in the morning, because this place is just not there. This place, in my opinion, and I'm sorry to say it, it's the truth, is an utter waste of resources. The money it takes to run this place on limited hours could be used better somewhere else. You know. Oh, and just for the record, if you're now closing at the moorings in Exeter at 9:30, I hope you're going to take a cut in wages. I'm being sarcastic, but to the point. If you're doing less hours here, I hope you take a cut in wages, or let me guess, my assumption is they get paid the same. They don't take a cut in wages. They still get paid, yet they're closed. You can't have it all your own way, you know. So my advice to them, I hope you're taking some deductions in your wages, because, you know, if you're a member of their team and you're here, you know, Monday to Friday, remember, you're not being paid for that last hour. You shouldn't be, because you're not here. The place is closed. Yeah, people will criticise me and go, oh, you're very bitter. Yeah, I am very bitter, because, like a lot of people who have been in crisis in the past, I know that there must be and should be more services available for you in crisis. This regime of, oh, A&E, sit there for 14 hours to be assessed and sent home with a fucking leaflet. I don't usually swear, but there you go. Or you end up in a police cell. It's laughable, it's shameful. So we'll leave this one tonight. I'm sure it'll annoy people. I haven't gone away. I'm just listening and seeing what goes on. So when they review this place in a few weeks' time, my question will be, are you going back to the normal hours of 10:30, which is reduced from the original hours of 11:30 in the evening, or are you simply just going to downgrade to 9:30 as your closing hours? I wait to see the outcome of that. I've got my own opinion, what will happen and what will take place. For the record, at the end of the day, it's my belief that this service, the moorings in Exeter, will close. But then the people in the big castle over here, like this crap setup. It suits them, but it costs money to run. If I was a manager, I'd have this place shut down pretty sharp, as either it performs better to give people more cover in the evenings, or I'd close it. It's as simple as that.